All right, here's how you remove a 302 engine. You're gonna remove all fluids. We've got the radiator. Probably start down here with that. Undo that, and you're gonna drain however much into one of those buckets. You've got to remove this tube, remove this here. I like to keep these, like I'll loosen it, remove it, tighten it on the other side so that when I pull it off, it won't fall or I'll lose it. Empty your oil. You've got the bolt right down there, and remove all of the steering fluid. So this is the steering fluid reservoir. As you can see, it goes on there. Remove that bolt, which stays there, and then let all that stuff drain out. If you want to know what type it is, we're going to use to refill it, it's just transmission fluid type F. There's a seal. You got two here. Make sure you don't lose that one on the very back or the front one. If you lose the one on the back, it's just going to drain. All right. So those are your fluids. We're going to remove some electricals here. So you've got the alternator cable, which you've got that right there. Remove it, move out of your way. You've got the ignition, distributor coil. Remove the two wires off the distributor, and the cables you got here. If you've got HEI, then you're just going to remove those two off of the side, drop it down, move it out of your way. We've got a hose back here from the carb. Remove that. You've got the choke right there. Make sure you remove that line off of here. That line's gonna look like that. Just get a needle nose, grab it on the back side over here or on the front side and just pull it out. You've got the oil. If you've got an oil temp or oil pressure reader, you're gonna have one of these. Remove that, move it out of your way. That's gonna be right there. That's where you'll find it. You've got your fuel line. Remove that. It's gonna look, where did that one go? There it is. Right down there. Label your stuff too, it's never a bad idea. I can't reach it. All right, there's a bolt. Put a bolt in it. Otherwise, you're just gonna siphon out your entire fuel tank. And it's not great. Cool, so before you do any of this, remove the negative terminal of your battery. Not a bad idea. All right, let's go under the car. Here, two more tubes actually. You've got these two hoses. One goes right there, one goes right here. Not a bad idea to plug them. I'm gonna rebuild this entire thing, so stick along with the journey. You can see some of that. And yeah, see, I don't really care to plug it. I'm just gonna pull it. We've got so before we get down low, it's good to look at it up high. We've got the engine mounts. We've got that exact piece right there. And I'll just have to show you. So we've got those two down there. Let's go look at them. It's best to get you one of these. And while your truck is still running, maybe put it on something like that, you know. All right. Let's keep going where we left off. Excuse the bad photography here. Not exactly the best spot to be. So you've got your engine mount. There is number one. Number two is going to be right next to it. Okay, come on, need you to focus. Sorry. There it is. So you've got one right there. and you've got one right there. You've got another one on the other side, and it's easier to get it removed on the front side of the car. I'm on the back side of the car right now. So we've got rinse and repeat, remove that, 3/8 should do it. Good deal. You've got your exhaust. We're gonna have to remove that. Forgot what the spec was on those, but mine is an aftermarket, so it's likely different. I've got 3 bolts on it. It was terrible. Just put a wrench on the backside or a vice grip on the backside and use a impact to get it out. That's what I did. It's crazy how easy these things are to actually remove. It's kind of comical. Here's the transmission. This line, there we go. All right, so this was right here. I have to turn it upside down. Here you go. So there's a bolt that's kind of undone. There's one that's missing. This is how it's sat. I removed these 2 from there. I hit it with a paint marker so I remembered which one stayed on which way. So get that out of your way. All right, let me get out of all this crap. You've got the transmission now, which we'll continue on. You've got this piece up here. I forgot what it was. You've got a bolt right here, and that bolt's right there. Whenever you remove something, if you can, try to put it back where it was so you don't lose it. This was easy. You pull that bolt, this comes loose, and you just tug on it a little bit, comes right out. Not too bad. You got your mounts. You've got 1, 2, and then you can remove this as well as these to make your life a little easier when pulling this thing out, because you've got all this right here to tug with you. So if you can get this loosened up and if you can get this out of the way, it'll make your life easier, which is the name of the game when you're doing this kind of, you know what I'm talking about. U-joint, terrible. Not necessarily. The trick of this is you just need the right tool. And here's your joint right here. What you're gonna do, this is not too bad. You just get the right tool and it's done in 10 minutes. It's I'm just gonna show you. Anyways, once you get that tool and the impact to push the bolt out of it, or to kind of like pivot it against itself, to remove it, oh God, I probably sound crazy right now. Anyways, this thing moves back and forth. Once you get this out, the U-joint, you can push this back and it'll free up. So then you drop this. Have something ready to pick it or to have it fall on. My glasses are totally fogged up. Make sure you have some kind of protective something or another. That is important. Here's the tool that I use to get the U-joint out. That is very important. That's going to make your life a lot easier. Otherwise, you're going to beat the you-know-what out of it with a hammer, and you're probably going to mess up the yoke. That's about all I can think of. Probably should have started with this. Remove the negative terminal. All right. Thank you.